you've made an error here, and it could well be a serious fault. So just let the red car pass. Now we're driving on. There's no car coming towards you at the moment, so you can be further away from the parked cars than normal, than a door space. You can be in the completely other lane. But now we can see in the far distance there is a car coming towards us, this black color car here. So now you've got to start moving over back to your left, closer to this red car and this silver color car, and going slower to compensate for the fact that you're going to go closer to the cars. But you haven't, and you've kept yourself in the complete wrong lane for too long, kind of head on with the oncoming car. So even now you could easily take your car diagonally back to your lane, but you haven't. You kept going straight towards the black color car, and last second swinging away from it. This does not feel good. The examiner will not be comfortable with that. It could well be a serious fault. So you've got to move closer to the parked cars, go slower to compensate for the fact that you're close to the parked cars, or just steer away from, steer back to your lane a bit more earlier. So if I take you back. So now we can see the oncoming car. Start gradually going back to your side. Now back, fully back to your side now, fully back to your side. And then just a second too late. At this traffic light, you just went over into the cycle area, so it's a bit hard to see. It's not marked very well, but there's a line here, there's a second line there. This is a cycle area. You've just gone into it here, so try and keep an eye out for that. On a couple of occasions today, you went over the speed limit. This road speed is 30 miles an hour, and you went to about 33. So here your speed's okay because we're just going past the traffic light, and as the road opens up a bit more without any stoppages, so now I've just asked you to just go a bit slower. The speed limit's 30 because you're creeping over to about 33 for a long period. If it goes over for a few seconds and then you bring it down yourself, the examiner will usually ignore it. But if you stay at a fast speed and it's not coming down, the examiner will intervene and tell you to slow down. And I just want you to remember this roundabout because we might not do it too many times again.
So here there's quite a...
After 300 yards, go right on the roundabout, 4th exit.
Okay, so it's quite a funny shaped roundabout. Yeah. There is a signboard on the left there, but it's a bit hard to see. Yeah. There's only one road on the right. Take a picture. Okay, yeah.
Go right on the roundabout, 4th exit.
So you're going to go in the right hand lane. And it says 4th exit, but there's a reason. It's because it's counting these driveways for some reason. Yeah. You know, on the left there's a driveway into this. Yeah. It's counting up something. It's basically around this grass.
There's exits.
It's basically around this grass and back down that way.
Yeah. From here?
Yeah, from there, around the grass. Yeah. And then back down that way.
Take the exit, then you have reached your destination. After...
Okay, I just want to remind you of this one-way road in Wanstead, okay?
And then turn right into this one-way road. Now, a lot of people don't know, with one-way roads, if you turn right again, most of the time you're going to have to be on the right-hand side of the road.
Oh, okay.
So here on the floor, there is a marking as well that will guide you where you need to be.
You don't want me to turn right?
I'm going to go right.
Okay.
So this arrow here tells you must turn right from this side of the road. There's also the giveaway triangle, the upside down triangle, that gives you a clue as well.
Turn right.
when you turn right in onto this road,
And
the
this
road
is still a one-way road.
is still a one-way
sign
road.
there. End of the road, we're going to go right again.
So this road is still a one-way road. So at the end of this road, if you turn right, you must come out from the right-hand side. Another clue here is the fact that it says no entry on the floor here, so nobody can enter this road, and the giveaway marking is not just on the left but also on the right, which means that you must be giving way from the right if you're turning right. At this roundabout, the instruction was to go straight ahead, second exit. So we're out of the bus lane, so to go straight ahead, it's better if we move into the left lane, which we done. So once you go in the roundabout, you flatline the roundabout. You've gone across two different lanes without checking your mirrors, and what you got to do is go around and stay in your lane. So you're in the left lane, so your lane, you have to come into the roundabout and bend around your lane, but you've gone straight that way into the wrong lane. So it's called flatlining the roundabout.
Kind of like flat
Oh, I
line.
should have stayed. Okay.
You need to go around. Within your lane.
This is the other occasion where you went over the speed limit. You went over 30 miles an hour here, to about 33 for a long period. Okay, I think you said you're following the sat-nav speed, but don't follow the sat-nav speed. It's not going to be accurate.
If it's just 1 or 2 miles an hour and it's just...
Here we turned left at the roundabout for the first exit. Okay, now see what the taxi done there, the black taxi. That's what you should do. You should move into the left lane, ideally as soon as the space opens up here. If you go further forward, you leave an opening behind you and somebody else could move into the left lane before you. We need the left lane, so we should go in there now. We should go in there now. Okay. It's a bus stop. Bus stops we're allowed to drive over. It's not a bus lane. Bus stops, if you avoid it, it's not going to benefit anyone. It's not going to benefit buses. We are allowed to drive over bus stops.
Would I go into the left?
Yes, you must. Yeah. There's no way to do it in the middle lane.
Okay. Now later on your mock test, you actually got a serious fault for changing lanes later than you should have. So you'll see in a moment. Your first serious fault on the mock test happened here at this roundabout.
On the roundabout, first exit.
So we're going left at the roundabout, first exit. And the mistake was there was a car coming from that direction and you tried to join the roundabout when there wasn't enough room, or it wasn't the right time. So the car that comes, it goes off camera here, so you can't really see it. When you moved off, I used the brake and stopped you now because there was a car coming from your right, which is this white color car there.
The white car's coming in the right.
The next serious mistake happened here at the Charlie Brown roundabout. We were turning right for the fourth exit. You came into the roundabout in the correct lane. You went into the roundabout and joined the correct lane as well. It was when you changed lanes to your right inside the roundabout, there was a car coming up beside you on your right hand side, and it wasn't an appropriate time for you to try and change lanes. So you've gone into the roundabout into the correct lane. We're taking the fourth exit, so we've got to change one more lane over to your right, and this is when you should do it, when the lane opens up here. So you see the line that opens the new lane. If you move into it as soon as it opens up, there's no way another car can go before you. Because you leave a gap behind you, like now, there's an opening behind you, another car could go into that lane before you, and it did. And that's when you couldn't change lanes anymore, and it was dangerous, and we had to come back to our lane. Okay, so when the lane opens up, move into that lane as soon as it opens up, not allowing a space for another car behind you to get into that lane before you. Then there was a minor fault here. Lane discipline, you're kind of driving over both lanes here. You're driving over the left and right lane. Even though there was no other cars there at the time, you still definitely get a minor fault for lane discipline. The next serious fault, the third one on the mock test, it was quite a simple fault. You were just turning left around a bend here, and you've just gone so wide. So you've gone so wide, if a car was coming the other way, they would be in that position. You should be near the blue car on your left. So you should be near this car here on the left here. If a car was coming the opposite way, you're in their space. So just too wide.